Hey everyone, how's it going? Happy Monday. Tough day today, and obviously testing out, different profit taking targets, different risk targets. But let's just talk about kind of what was happening. Um, there were a lot of stocks that were like in play, but there were definitely ones that I should have avoided entirely. And I think I've been getting into this point where I'm just not really focusing on the best opportunities, which is causing me to be caught up in stocks that aren't really my go-to strategy, for lack of a better word, um, or the go-to setup, let's say. So I'll just go down the list in order of when I took positions. So first we had LGPS. And I think part of the reason why I'm also struggling is because of pre-market, like because of taking trades in pre-market. But LGPS, they I believe had positive earnings, and so it started spiking up pre-market. There was this initial um, spike up, and then I was seeing resistance start forming here. And obviously, if I take profits here, like I'm good and dandy. But my profit target was 1.4, and then it hit a low of, I believe, 1.45 or something. Let's see, 1.46. So I don't get out, and then I cover for a loss. And I'm like trying to think, like, okay, at what point is my trade invalidated? And do I just get out when my trade is invalidated? Like, this breakout with volume is basically an indication that my trade was wrong. Then if I look at the next time we're have slowing momentum, it's around 2.4, and then hopefully like getting on this breakout with lower volume. This is like a entry I would take, right? And we have a 1.1 ATR at this point. Or sorry, it looks like it was a point 0.3 at this point. Yeah, 3.2. So risking two ATRs, getting it at like 2.6. I'm looking at 3.2 as my exit, and then this one plays out. Um, so it's just kind of like I'm being hesitant to enter again, and I think that's why I'm collecting these losses. So yeah, I mean, I don't know about getting out early here or trailing my stop to break even. It's hard to know because this comes down, it comes back up, and then goes down. And I've seen this before where it breaks out on low volume and then sells off. I think maybe I could have avoided because of the earnings, or I could have just gotten out earlier after my trade's invalidated. Maybe that's how I play this is once I see a breakout with volume, um, and it continues to push it higher, then I just get out. Um, Instead of like waiting for a reversal. So I might switch to that. I might switch just to like just moving my like profit target and my risk dynamically instead of keeping it static. But we'll see. I don't know. I need to keep kind of seeing what's happening. SONN. This one was pretty textbook. It started spiking up as soon as the market opened, and then I took the short at 618. Pretty much sniped the top there, and covered it down. So this one, I canceled my buy orders and I tried dragging them down a bit, and I sold into. So that's why this one was 140 instead of a fixed $100 win. Um, then we have LGPS. It looks like, oh no, that was my me getting stopped out. So MBIO was my biggest. So look at my P&L. I had $400 loss total, but MBIO was 470. And I just shouldn't have traded this one. Like it had FDA news, and I just I don't know why I even touched it. Um, and I'm just getting to this point of like hopping into stuff, even though it's not like that A plus, which is just a like how you compound losses. So um, they had a FDA. It says they were granted orphan drug designation by the FDA. This one's a low float. It's run up in the past, um, and I just get got in too early. Like this is similar to like those the loss I had, the big loss I had. So this is why having like fixed risk is good. Um, I do think that I need to hop back into this once there's a crack. So the crack happened here, and this range, this above 4549, is very clearly a demand zone, or I guess supply zone for shorts. Um, so I need to play this retest here. I was hoping to get in above six. That's what I was waiting for. It never did. It hit 586 and then started going lower. But but yeah, like getting short here doesn't make a ton of sense. I need to wait for the big cracks or big resistance areas. Like 416 here was shorted. If we look at the uh close of the or open of this candle and the high, that 377 to 416, there was a good amount of volume there and it got shorted pretty heavily. So playing that here would have worked. I say I had my an order at 416 with zero point 0.5 TP. It would have hit. So I need to play these kind of areas that are get shorting. It would have failed here if I played this short here. Maybe, I don't know. Um, Breakout, and then obviously there's resistance above six. So playing that um, is smart, and then playing here is smart. So if I'm just playing the right opportunities, it'll work out. But FDA is like a dangerous stock to play whenever news like that comes out. So shouldn't have taken this one if I don't take MBIO, or if I fire at the areas that worked out, I would have had a lower loss. But yeah. Next we had COGT, which I just got out of because just it was dead. Um, Obviously selling off now. I think my profit was at 9.2. But I took a short on this random spike up at 983. It's just chopping sideways, and I just got out for a little bit under break even. Figured I'd film a quick trade recap um, and get out of here. And then ABVE was perfect. I wish I held on to this one, man. Like perfect setup. Was seeing the resistance at 1.3. I got in. It's above VWAP, overextended. Not super bullish news. Let me see what it was. It was they added stake. They did a merger and added stake to like gold assets, but it was way overextended, and it was showing that resistance. So I got in. It started selling off and then halted down. I moved my take profit down, and then I saw in the level one it was getting bought back up to 115, and then I put my order there. I was hoping to get in the ones, but yeah, it's like one of those same thing, right? Like, do I set this static? Do I set static take profit and losses, or do I move them? And I think I'm like thinking I should move them, and just get out anytime I see resistance and when my trade's invalidated. when that breakout with volume happens, then I just get out. I think that'll minimize my losses so that I'm not holding until, you know, it hits my exit price. But we'll see. I mean, I don't know. Like, this is just the first day. And then Wolf, this was, getting overextended. It was showing spike sell-offs above VWAP. So I took the short here, starts holding VWAP on this breakout. There wasn't a ton of volume, so this one I was fine hitting my uh MBIO might be a good play right now. I think I might take this actually 4-7. I think this is a safe play. So 5-5 is my profit target, and we'll just let this play out. Hopefully it works out for us. If it doesn't, that's also okay. And I might move this actually on the breakout. Actually, 7 makes sense as the exit price. If I had to guess, this should work out. But it seems like there is some momentum, so we'll see. I'm gonna let this play out. We'll see what happens. Next, we have VIOT, I believe. Or did I go over SONN already? Yes, I did. VIOT. VIOT, it was spiking up, took it above VWAP. So this is situations where that like static risk makes sense or static reward makes sense because like it like wicked up, right? So getting out here was definitely the right move. But you never know. Like I could have probably gotten this fill doing it manually. And I think just moving like my what's it called? My stop to break even is a good move. It looks like MBIO is spiking up higher. I'm gonna get stopped out of this, I think. So that might be another loss, but we'll see. It looks like it got shorted. We'll see how this goes. Yeah, BTBT I think was another one. So just looking at this one, pretty simple. ATR was low here. It was overextended. I probably could have moved this this take profit down. Like these situations are the best where ATR is low, it's overextended. Maybe that's the strategy is taking it when it's when ATR is low. Like MBIO right now, even though it's spiking up, the ATR is pretty high. So let's see what happens here. I might honestly fire again at 7 if I get stopped out. Or like whenever resistance starts playing. It looks like this is showing resistance. But the fact that it's up 60 cents isn't ideal. We'll see how this plays out. Looks like I'm going to get stopped though. Yeah, I'm getting stopped here. Oh, it looks like lots of shorting at 7. But I would think I would think I get stopped. Need to like wait, like even though this hits that zone, there wasn't really any reason to get in here. Getting in at like 6.6, 6.7 makes more sense. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get stopped out here, so we'll hit a total loss of 596. So tough day, man. I think I'm just not really locked in right now. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the chart right now, and I definitely should have started taking my short at 6.7 or 7. There wasn't really any reason to take it when I did, but it looks like we're getting shorted here. I would say this is gonna hold the breakout just because of how we've seen MBIO play out so far. Let's see what happens though. Looking at the 5 minute, there is divergence. It could come lower, but my take profit is pretty low. So um, we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna let this play out. I'm gonna go do the rest of my day. We'll come back as a family once this either hits take profit or doesn't. It looks like we had a big drop, so I would expect continuation down, but six being that kind of key level, it's definitely gonna hold. I'm gonna move this down to let's see, right there. I don't think I need to risk as much as I am. People are gonna be trapped there, so I think they're gonna want to sell close to 6.5 if it gets back. There we go. We got the win. So yeah. Anyways, this kind of is what I'm looking for, where my second ATR is high enough to where I won't get shaked out, and then this reverses. So it's times like this when it's like, okay, we had a breakout with volume. Obviously, it didn't exceed the volume we saw here, but I need to be more patient. Like taking it at this point wasn't the right move. I should wait until we reach 6.3, maybe even higher. Like if we take it around 6.7, then it's like a pretty solid risk to reward, and I could even push it down, take on less shares too, and have a wider stop. But it worked out for us, and yeah, so we end today negative $291.12. Tough, tough day, but it's working, I think, and I need to just focus on those ones with no news, focus on ones that aren't having super bullish price action, and fire at those whenever I feel like I'm seeing that resistance, and those will play out. I mean, ABVE, BTBT, SONN, like these ones all were like quick ones that were very textbook. I was like, this is perfect. And I was able to get in. There were a lot of other plays that I wasn't able to snipe in time, but that's okay. I mean, CYCC, I think, was one of them. This one I was really upset about because I was trying to get in close to 7. This topped out at 7. I was interested. I saw this little down candle. Try to get in at like 6.9, but I missed it. And this was just like beautiful short. That was a big time miss. So a bit upset about this one. There were some other ones that I missed. I can't really remember. Honestly, they should be in here. If I just look at the time. PRZO was another one I missed. I think those were all of them. ENGS, I think I maybe missed. There were there was like I was trying to like re-enter on LGPS, but it was like a $95 borrow. But yeah, anyways, that's it for today. I think lessons learned today. Fire again on LGPS instead of just avoiding it entirely. I should have, looked at where the resistance was forming next, entered there, or slightly above, and waited for it to play out. I think Wolf, I played fine. I don't think I should have played this any differently. I do like this action. If we could get back up to 2.4, it might be a good short. We'll see. But I do like kind of how overextended this is for a short. It looks like with this volume, it's topping out at this point. So any retest above 2.4 could be good. But yeah, I mean, my win rate was higher than my my winning trades. I had more winning trades than losing trades. So I do wonder if I should just stick to this, and hopefully I'll have days where like I'm positive like for $500 and I don't miss on any trades, but um I don't know. I think I need to give this a little bit more time to pay and focus on those ones that don't have news, and then I should be good. Um but yeah, thanks for watching everyone. I hope this was helpful. And peace. Hopefully I could turn around and have a green week this week. I'm really hoping for that.